deserve this.
Okay, everybody. There's people that contributed to this.
I will open it for you.
Hey, hold on. You can help her open this. We're not going to open this right now. No. Go sit down. Go outside and roast some marshmallows.
Really? She went.
Okay, anyway, listen.
More interesting.
There are,
Yes, huh?
there's people that contributed to this that's not here. I didn't invite a lot of people just because obviously I'm not feeling for everybody. But there are people who wanted to contribute and say they love you and share a funny memory or a memory. So there's all kinds of stuff in this
I'm sure there is.
So we want you to read each one out loud. Yep. And enjoy.
Okay. All right, Nani. Open that side.
I did not know he was running.
Good night. We're all going to be here forever. Y'all know I have to read slow. Come on.
Let LeaAnn open it. Come here.
Can you see others? Yes. Memories of y'all didn't individually like this. Dear LeaAnn, we have so many special memories with Lea. Y'all be quiet.
Get here!
We believe you and God was working together to set us up. Oh, that's right. One memory is our first date to Jerusalem and but without you organizing that, Stephen and me may not fit. I was tired of being the only girl. You're a wonderful sister-in-law and friend. We are so happy to celebrate this milestone in your life and looking forward to many more. Happy 40th. We love you, Stephen and Rachel. I bet y'all couldn't guess who that was. How many people in here did I set up? Put your hand down. You ain't getting married.
Not me.
Well, I told you to get rid of that other guy. You should raise your hand too. Oh look, they tied theirs. Says LeaAnn, you have been such an inspiration to me since the first time I met you. Your family life ages ago. I clearly remember the look on your face when my husband asked you and Tim to consider partnering and beginning a new adventure with us called Coming to Praise Center. I'll always treasure your faithfulness, prayers, unending, sarcastic remarks as Ron and Tim dreamed up crazy schemes. I'll forever be grateful to you and Tim for the ministry that you have done alongside of us and the everlasting impact that you have made on our lives of the children and the youth at CBC. I really hope to get to heaven before you. I really hope to get to heaven before you do, so that I can witness the day that you arrive and really get to see what influences you have been. I pray God's richest blessings in your life as you continue to serve Him with your whole heart and life. I love you. You're my precious friend, Joanne. Aww. Can we open that back? Oh, no.
I know she doesn't feel anything.
That's all the love.
I wasn't walking around. I felt fine. Dear Mom, I know this is from one of my children, I hope. Thank you for everything that you do for me. I like having two moms. I like having two moms,
That's what I said.
but you're my favorite mom. Thank you so much. Thank you for dragging me around everywhere. I love you.
She's not her.
Go about Caitlin.
Thanks for dragging me around. I love you.
That's what it says. Words of inspiration. That's obviously from Madison.
No, we're not done. We're not done.
PS on there?
No, I ain't got to. Oh, never mind. Never mind.
I love you, Madison. You scribbled something out.
Yeah, I did. I messed up my name, so I just made it up.
She signed it, Caitlin, probably. Oh, Lord.
Listen, and I'm not good at that.
Listen, here's your other one. Caitlin. This is from Caitlin. Yes, I am. It's a funny story from Caitlin. It says, one time I got smart with my mom, and she told me that if I didn't shut up, she's going to put me out of the car and make me walk home. But I didn't listen. I kept running my big old mouth, and she pulled over and put me out. I had to walk the rest of the way home. 6 miles. It was not 6 miles.
Styles.
And she is lying.
Halfway right.
It was when I checked the mail.
Yeah.
I'll never snort off to her again in the car. I love my mom.
In the car.
That's funny.
Aw.
Oh, Brandon emailed a little cinnamon.
How precious.
It's not cinnamon.
Read it before, don't read it
No,
out.
read it.
I am.
I've proofed them.
I'm gonna teach you how to spell my name.
Oh my goodness.
Well, Mark told me how to spell it.
Oh yeah, well he always misspells it on my
He
check.
adds
too.
me.
I'm just proud.
I was like, is it L-E-A-N-N? She was like, Adeline.
It says, I remember last year we went on our family trip and we got out there early and Aunt Lea-Ann and Uncle Tim told us that we had to go swimming in the hotel. I didn't told us that you had to
No,
go.
I meant good.
Well, we had been there for approximately 30 minutes and I got so bored, so I started doing things, different types of goofy hairstyles to my hair in the pool water with my hair. Okay, sorry, I messed that up. I got the one I thought was funny and pulled my shorts up like Steve Urkel and just acted like it. I love you, Aunt Lea-Ann, and you have been the best aunt in the world. Happy birthday. He did, and then I took his picture to put on Facebook. But he was sweet and taught me how to.
No, she's not done.
She said a funny story. Everybody's got a funny story.
That's what they were supposed to do.
I did not do this. I am not reading this.
Read it.
You
Read
read
it.
We've already read them.
Read it.
I just want you to know that I did not convince this child to do this. This was something that I just didn't stop.
Oh, it
Read
must
it.
be my son then.
Read it.
No, this is from Annie Gordy. Funny story. Lea-Ann convinced me to lasso a tampon on the windshield wiper of the church van on the way home from the beach. That was not me. I just didn't stop. Through all of the things that we have done, Lea-Ann has always been an example of a good Christian woman.
Yeah.
When Jonathan passed away, she helped me deal with all the things. I'm reading something special. Be quiet. Let me get back to her. When Jonathan passed away, she helped me deal with all the feelings that I had and all the pain. I always knew and know that no matter where I am, what's going on, that she'll be there for me. Love you, Lea-Ann. Happy birthday. Oh, that's sweet. I did not tell her to do that. It was probably appropriate. Good luck. What'd y'all do? Get on my Facebook and get all these people together?
No. Maybe.
Sort of.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter.
And no, who cares? Phyllis. This one's totally because of you. I can see that because they wrote it in here. Thanks for letting me be a part of this, Phyllis. And for asking me to write this, Phyllis. I hope your surprise party goes as planned. Love y'all. Y'all have fun. When I think of Lea-Ann Taylor, the word of a true friend comes to mind. I know that I'm supposed to sum up a memory, but it's hard to compact such a bold personality into one memory. I have known Lea-Ann since around 1999-ish, and I was a new returning Christian into church, and I got involved with the youth and met her and Tim. I can't remember them as anything but open and friendly. They're a great couple to look up to as a single person. When I started there, I was in a relationship with, who is this from?
Just get ready.
Oh, Jennifer. I thought it was Jerry. I was like, no, he wasn't. He was married. Well, that's telling me a lot I didn't need to know. After I met my husband, I left CPC. A while when I was returning, I was a wife and a mother. She and Tim continue to be the couple to look up to. She has always been open for advice and took away a lot of my anxiety as a new mom. Thanks to her for not being so subtle in the way she makes you relax, which I was very thankful for. Lea-Ann has always been there as a prayer partner and makes herself available when needed. I have been through so much in the past several years, from my husband becoming disabled to the very hard separation that I went through last year. When I was going through the separation, Lea-Ann welcomed me with open arms into the church. She never judged me, never pushed me. She never made me feel like I was making any wrong choices. She just let me be the person I needed to be. I believe a lot of my recovery and Jerry's recovery is thanks to her prayer for us. Very nice. She wrote a book. And she wrote it in a bitty
The
font.
longest one, y'all. Sorry.
I know that any point in my life, you call her, text her.
Keep going. We ain't got time. Keep going.
I'm trying to.
Poor Stanley. Are you tired of the video
The whole
yet?
point of my babbling is just to make one point. Lea-Ann is a true definition of a friend. She's always there as a good role model, wife, mother, youth leader, praise singer, and whatever other things she may be doing at the time. I'm thankful that she has been placed in my life. Thank you, Lea-Ann, from the bottom of my heart. Love you, Jennifer. Jerry. Praise singer just sounded weird.
Are you checking to see if they're from Puerto Rico?
Yeah, because this
You
one's
go to your
great.
church now?
To my favorite sister-in-law, this has to be from Mark because he's stuck. Lily, my favorite sister-in-law, my boys, aunt-in-law. My daughter's favorite aunt, Yee. My wife, sis, our favorite babysitter, but most of all, I think the words I'm not sure what that says. Loving, real, general, and nice woman to be around. Funny at times, and at times smart behind. But I love it. Thank you, Lea, for all you do. And I hope that you know how much we love you and appreciate you. Happy for you. I assume that's from Mark. Night, y'all, really? It's going to take forever. Y'all want to hear all these, do you?
They're not all that long. We read all those long ones first.
Some of us actually do.
Sorry it's taken me so long to get this to you. The first time I met Lea-Ann, I was at Tim's parents' house after church lunch. She and Tim came in the door and she was going off on some church to remain anonymous. They had visited that Sunday. It seems that their baby was too noisy and they had removed the child from the sanctuary. Needless to say, she was tongue-tied. And it was at that lunch that I felt the Lord telling me in my spirit that she and Tim was to come and help us at Covington Praise Center. My first response in my spirit was, "You've got to be kidding me." After a short time, the Lord has put us together, thus beginning one of the greatest relationships in ministry that my wife and I have ever had. Lea-Ann has become not only part of our children's ministry, but soon my assistant and right hand. We faced some hard times together and saw the Lord do some mighty things as well. We'll always love their family and consider ourselves blessed to have the opportunity to be part of their lives. Happy birthday to my friend. Thank you for being straightforward in my life. We need more people like you in this messed up world. Love on. Yeah. I don't quite remember it. Oh my gosh. Y'all, come on, the font is so small on these. Can't y'all know I'm old? I can't read this stuff. Just want to say happy birthday to one of the dearest friends that I've ever had. I don't think I have enough paper and pen to write down all the stuff that we have done together to get into. First, let me say that I met Lea-Ann back in 1997. Wow, that was a long time ago. I've never forgotten the first time that I came to Covington Praise Center. They were doing children's ministry for a revival week, and I had never seen so much energy in my life. I introduced myself to her in the first moment there was some kind of connection. She started working in our church office soon after that, and I found myself up there every day, dropping off the kids at school and headed to the old Chinese building to sit with her and roll out in the office. Before long, she had me filling things out, running errands with her. Needless to say, the bathroom breaks that I had to go with her to. Listen, we didn't have no bathroom. We had to go in another building. We had to enter the front of the church, go about 100 feet before we could turn on any lights, and we wondered how many rats we would find on our way. Needless to say, we became the best bathroom friends quickly. Many memories were made in that old Chinese building. Then the time passed on and we moved many boxes into another building. And our church family finally settled at Turner Lake Complex. She told Pastor Ron over and over that she wasn't unpacking anything because she never knew where the church was going to move next. Finally, little Maddie was born and I couldn't stay away from the church. Just let Lea-Ann do the work, then I held Madison all the time. We had many times that we should have been there working, but always found some type of errand to run and always had to eat at the Atlanta Bread Company. Thank you, Michelle. I'll never forget all the memories that we made coming to Praise Center and all the beach trips that we made. Some things I can't share, and I think they would embarrass Lea-Ann too much. I doubt that. But I hope that she has the best birthday ever. True friends and sister. A true friend and a sister to me deserves the best, and I always remember the best and sad times that we've had throughout the years. I love you, girl. That sounds like her. Happy 40th birthday to my soul sister. What is it? Michelle Donaldson. Oh my gosh, you wrote a book too! But at least you double-spaced and wrote a bigger print. You know, I mean, really. It says, first I want to say that people love and care for you more than you know, and it hurts us all to see what you're doing to yourself while working for you. I'm going to regroup. You're a this destructive behavior, and you would only take. You can't be serious for a moment, can you?
Was that Caleb?
This is him. Sounds like Caleb, though. You're right. Y'all do share a personality. If you would only take a moment to truly care for yourself, you would be free from this addictive, life-threatening bondage that you're so willing to embrace in the recent months. You have people in your life that will help you through this. If you would only let them. Thank you. Oh, wait a minute. I thought that was an intervention that we were supposed to be writing a letter about. Thank you, Rick. Let you know how your destructive behavior is ruining our lives. But it's just to inform you that I was to write this letter about your birthday to tell you what a wonderful person you are. So forget the first part, unless you've got some of these destructive addictions hidden in the backgrounds that we don't really know about. Thank you. And in that case, take the first part to heart. This sounds like my secretary's card. I was going to get you candy, but I knew I'd eat it anyway. I kept that. In fact, in some ways, it might have been easier if that was the case, because this letter was really coming together and have to come up with something nice to say about a person just because they're getting old can be challenging at times. Well, since the situation is what it is, here we go. Good night. He wrote all that to put this much nice stuff in here. Really? Leanne. He spelled my name right there. I consider you to be a great friend and a great reflection of Christ. My life is better because of your involvement through the faithfulness and caringness of your sacrifice. Your dedication to excellence in all that you do is both encouraging and inspiring. I am thankful to be able to call you my expiring might be the good word. I'm glad to know that you have the number 4 as your first number in your age, just like me. Yes, you are old, but you're still getting better. Happy birthday, your friend, Rick. Oh, Leigh, that's a ramble. Oh, this is very short and sweet. We love you, Miss Leanne. I'm not... Oh, that's from Will. Look. Oh. I think these are spiders. Are these spiders?
It's you and him.
Oh. We look good.
He hasn't gotten the body down yet. It's just head and legs. And
I'm assuming that's me with the hair sticking up everywhere.
That's cute.
Sean! Where is Sean?
That's not Sean.
Sean!
no,
That's not Sean.
Josh.
That's Sean.
It looks like your personality is as smooth as sandpaper, but we love you anyway. And he's not brave enough to sign his name.
I noticed that myself.
I know. We forgot to sign it.
Is
Yeah,
it sandpaper?
It is sandpaper.
Yeah.
Stephanie's handwriting, though, isn't it, Stephanie?
It's funny.
See, okay, at the table,
Yeah. He looks mainly Sean and Josh.
our personalities describing sandpaper. One was a real smooth grit, and one was real bad. Guess which one I got to be? Put it this way, Stephanie was the other one. Oh Lord. Boy, y'all pulled some out of it. Since we've started coming to Trinity, you have been such a blessing to me and my family. I remember your encouraging words when I was struggling with depression and all your prayers. You are so open and kind to me during the women's retreat the first year. The first year. The first year she didn't go the second time. Even this week, during prayer, when you held Isabella and I was praying for my family and my ability to be a good mom. These are awesome but simple acts that speak volumes to love, and you poured out through Jesus Christ our Lord. God especially used you this year to bless my life. You have never realized how blessed I was when you allowed us to join your family at Easter dinner this year.
Oh, you got 7 kids out there.
Thanks.
How many more of these you got in there?
We moved to Monticello, we moved away from our church and biological
Oh, okay, we
family.
need another arm.
It
This
has
thing is
been
heavy.
hard losing all this support. We became very
it's
hard
already
to get
recorded.
together during Christmas times with our old church family.
Can't hear. I can't hear y'all.
I really don't want to read them all, but I will.
Shut up.
This is what I was feeling this is Easter. Without thinking twice, you graciously and kindly opened your home to us during this time, and which is usually reserved for family. God really used you to encourage and to bless me and my family with a special act. Again, many thanks. I bet they want to put thanks. Leanne, you're such a blessing to me in so many ways. May God use you in many ways. I love you, and we're blessed to call you your sister in Christ. May your birthday be overflowing with blessing, love, Ruby.
Precious. Hey, Mamie.
Oh, you're right. This is fine. We are so privileged to have such an incredible sister. You are such talented in various areas and has blessed our lives over in abundance. You are so thoughtful in all your service to others, and we are blessed by it. Most of us. Oh, I thought you said most of us anyway. most of us are blessed by your spiritual strength and the way that you help carry others during burdens. Yeah, most of us are. Some consistent prayers and praying ears. Okay. No, I can get it. We're so thankful for all the fun times that we've had shared over the years, and look forward to many more. From dancing the night away on beach trips. Shh. Oh yeah, that was mostly just Kendall. To 14 dozen donuts. That was not me. That was not us. To shopping in Target and Caitlin having her seizures. We all shared lots of laughs and look forward to many, many more. We love you and hope your 40th is the best.
Kendall's with me.
Yeah, she had a seizure in Target.
And none of them cared.
Show us how. Show you.
Oh, show us how, Caitlin. You gotta go to Target, Meemaw.
I went today, but I didn't see her.
You didn't see her there? This one says you always make me smile, even in the saddest times. My fondest memories of you are the funny stories that you tell about babysitting ninth grade. Also, we'll never forget the way you helped make Nathan and Stephanie's wedding day so special by making a beautiful cake. When I think of you, I think of the true servant. Yeah, from Susie. That's sweet.
I had to put it on a piece of paper because it came in the envelope in the mail like that. Just on that one little tiny piece of paper.
She's just like that.
She's having a hard time.
I'm sure she is.
She really is.
Okay, maybe that part.
Oh, what is this one?
Leanne. You know, I sure hope this is the way you spell it, but if not, please help me out. No, it's not, but it's okay. It said, what's not to like? I mean, think about it. How many times in our lives do we cross paths with people we just really love and truly care about you, even though you were nowhere deserve it? Leanne is the type of person who will come close to spouting out a little white, almost not so much truth statement to make sure that you feel better about yourself. How do you know this? Well, I was her pastor for mucho bunch of years, and she always tried to make me feel better about myself. She did her best to try to encourage me. She had a thing about her that made me feel good and find a way to lift up my spirits. I mean, she told me the truth about those messages. Boy, that hurt. I did not. Yes, she could have told me that I should have remained at my computer engineer and stuck to fixing computers instead of people. But nope, she didn't. She had grace, and even though she couldn't tell you just like it was, rather to tell you something that would assist you as a pastor, you just gotta have a kind of folk in your church, or we pastors would all quit in the first 2 weeks.
Oh, no, I thought
We have enough people to tell us all how wrong we are, at least plenty. So thank you, Lea-Ann, for being one of those special people with others, who speak positive faith with others. Dedicate yourself. Enjoy your family who loves you. Enjoy the gifts that God has given you. Keep on growing. Who's leaving?
Brandon, love you, babe.
Where you
He's gotta
going?
go to his dad. You gonna love on Aunt Lily? And your Mimi? He didn't want to
And
interrupt.
this is from Alan and Vicky Skelton. And your aunt? From Honduras. I love you. Thank you. Tell your daddy I said
You already
thank
gave me
for
a hug.
sharing.
Love you. Careful.
Is that a long one?
Not too bad. And it's written in big bold letters. That must be yelling. Dear Lea-Ann, I'm supposed to write one thing that happened with you and me and other people that might like to hear or get a kick out of it. I really thought this was going to be easy, but I haven't started, and I really have a big lump in my throat and tears in my eyes. Lele, he spelled it right. When I think about the times that we were growing up, I have to clear my throat and shake my head. But mostly, I just have to laugh because you have made such a joyous impact, not only on my life, but every person that you have met. Caitlin, and you have always been that way. I really believe the first time when I saw how much I loved you was one day when you were 14 and beginning to being followed home by a boy from school that was calling you names and cursing you. I went after him with a hammer. I do remember that.
Yes.
You did.
I didn't use the hammer though. I just told him that I didn't let you fight. But in this case, you're going to let you. And if he ever got you mad enough that he would beat the heck out of him. So bad that his own mama wouldn't even know him. And at that, he wished that he would have never met you. Sweetheart, you're a special daughter, and I will always love you very, very much. Love that.
Precious.
He went after that boy with a hammer.
Well, he didn't kill him.
He was mean.
A story about Lea-Ann. Well, there's a time that my parents sent her and PT to pick me up from the marching band practice without telling me. Surprise! Then there are all the nights that I've spent at her house chatting about life with her. All the times that she told me, does he love Jesus? Because if that boy doesn't love Jesus, then honey, he's not for you. There's a day and nights that we've spent preparing for fundraiser events, kids blitz, shows, trips, you name it. Then there are those times, more like every time, when she's just there for me, there for advice, there for a shoulder to cry on. She doesn't really cry. There to be a friend, a pastor, a neighbor, second, third, fourth, fifth, who counts anyway? Mom? Now I'm her fifth mom. No matter what the story is, she's amazing. How she's always there, no matter what. I love you, Miss Lea-Ann. Happy birthday, Courtney.
She didn't mean for her to cry on your shoulder. She meant to send everybody else that wanted to cry.
Okay.
Because we all know she's not going to do that.
Yeah, she ain't
She
gonna.
cries before, just once or twice, but not many. Tina wrote in big, bold double print. There are so many funny encounters that you and I have had, but this is family-friendly occasion. Since you're reading these out loud, just pause for a moment and think. PCB, Conyers, pitching forwards, bunk beds, attic fan hair, kids blitz, music, our names, run. Yeah. Let us pause to share our private laugh. Ha ha. Silliness aside, you know these signs we make fun of. The ones that say sappy stuff.
I'm trying to rewind you. I missed something. I went out. I missed something. Back up.
No, sit down. We're not just friends, but we're sisters. I know that a number will dial when life happens. It's not my blood sister, but in Christ sister. It's yours. God gave me you as my friend. It is always you who became it was you who became my sister. I cannot think of another girlfriend with whom I would want to stay up nights, snorting and laughing until we cried. You blessed me by just being you, my whatever friend, my God-given sister. Welcome to the 40s. Its best reality is yet to come. The best is really yet to come.
Yeah, that was good. We forgot to say, oh. You need a drink?
My drink's up there, I think.
You really want some?
She probably does.
I've known you for over 10 years and so many great things about you come to mind. First, happy 40th birthday. Glad you're in the club now. I had no idea this was a club.
Oh, yeah.
Do I have to pay dues? That's all I want to know.
Oh, you'll pay dues.
One thing that has always stood out to me about you, and I think that I've told you in the past, is your sweet cards or notes that you always send. Whether it is for birthday, get well encouragement, or just because sympathy, they're always much appreciated. I have your cards in my drawer. Every now and then I catch a glimpse of one of them and pull them out and read them again. Or, on occasion, I have found one in mine and Stoney's Bible and read it again. I will always cherish the sweet words sent my way. I need to send her a card and tell her to read her Bible more often. I hope that you have a wonderful birthday and God blesses you in many ways, many, many more. There are many others to be touched by your sweet acts of kindness. Love, Renee.
Aww, Renee, you can log a booga?
Yeah.
Loggins?
I can log.
No.
Actually, her last name is.
Good night. This is
Georgia
cursive.
Tech.
It's really small.
You picked up the next one.
They were just coming on the field. They were just coming on the field with the rambling wreck and well, that. Never mind.
Right. Oh, I was like, who met me at New Testament? That was a long time ago. No, we first met at Shoney's.
I didn't know, I can't remember, that's what I remember.
First I met Lea-Ann at New Testament Community Church. I was introduced to her by her friend,
Somebody,
with the last name of Brennan. Lea-Ann was young, long, curly, dark brown hair, and big blue eyes. Even though my eyes are green. But that's okay. That's okay.
I called him this way too, he said you're green.
Your memory's failing. I haven't met that club yet. Sometime later, Tim told us of a blind date someone had planned for him. I remember asking him if she was pretty, and he said, yeah. I later found out that it was the young girl that I had been introduced to at church. She was a few years older. She's a few years older now, but her brown hair is shorter, and she still has beautiful blue eyes.
Really?
She was thinking of that other woman that he wanted. She wanted him to marry.
Must have.
We're glad that Tim made her a part of our life. Happy 40th. Love, Peggy and Kenneth, now me, Mom, and Papa. Thank you.
You're welcome.
She wrote it really big print.
No,
Mine's
I
real
sent
small.
an email and they printed it off.
Oh, thank you. Oh,
Mine's
Lord.
real small.
I always knew that I had a very special daughter from the time that she was born. She was always very loving and had no problems getting her to listen to us. She was always so mature for her age, even as a little child. When she was 13 years old, she won a contest at school, and the prize was $30. Where did I get that for?
Keep going.
See, your memory's already failing.
I was so happy for her. Back then, $30 went further than it does today. I asked Lea-Ann what she was going to do with the money, and she said that she had plans for it. The next day, she came home and gave me a new pair of jeans and a blouse that she had spent all of her prize money on. I don't even remember winning money. I found out that day what a loving daughter that I had. Where's my kids so they can hear this?
I would never forget that.
She had that. She saw that I had a need. Instead of using the money on herself, she used it for me. That was just the beginning of her life that she has led. She's always blessed others by choosing others over herself. I could give so many examples of her blessing me, but this is one that stands out. because it was the first. I'm so proud of the woman that she has become. With love, Mom. Thank you, Mom.
Kenneth wanted me to write. He was so glad the day you quit smoking, but I didn't.
You should have.
That was in my other card. What other card was? No, that was at the women's retreat thing that we. That's what he wrote. Oh, Caleb, short, sweet, to the point.
Somebody got dirty riches.
Happy birthday, you're getting old. Don't stress it too much. Don't stress it too much though, because you're already got the personality down to being a crabby. Just let your age catch up with you.
Caleb.
You do know that I buy your Christmas presents, right? It's a good thing I already got it. One of my favorite memories of my sister was when a boy at our bus stop in Jonesboro would make fun of our last name. Needless to say, Lea-Ann didn't take junk from anyone either. She beat up the boy and got kicked off the bus for a few days. Love you, Lea. You're not supposed to tell my kids are here. They're not even.
I don't remember that.
I do.
Remember, it was like 2 doors down. His name was Todd. He lived 2 doors down from Snowballs.
I don't remember when $30.
Todd Hall.
Oh my God.
A funny from Leann's baby days. Leann and my son Matt are 4 months apart in age. I thought it was 6. 4?
Yep.
When they were babies and Phyllis and I would get together with our babies, Matt was so happy to see Leann that he always called her He-Ann very loudly, and she would always start crying and bite him. I don't know why. Maybe it was because he was so loud and she didn't like the name. Now it is probably why she had biting babies also. You and Becky. She has grown into a remarkable young woman and still bites very badly when the need arises. Love you very much, Lea-Ann and Becky. Okay. I don't understand some of these people. Lea-Ann, you're such a blessing to me in so many ways. Growing up, being a few years younger, I always look up to her. She's such a talented and gifted lady, which truly amazes how she finds time. She's like Superwoman at times, whatever. Lea-Ann and her family arranged through their church many years ago for me and my brother to go with them to Camp Bethel while we were vacationing. I was 12 years old, and my second night of church pavilion, I was on the dirt floor and I accepted Christ. I'll never forget the time that I spent at that camp and her church family and friends. Christy.
Somebody's in there.
She can go around to mine.
Gracie.
My name.
Lea-Ann is my first grandchild. Oh, I thought, grandchild. This is my first grandchild and always been such a blessing to me. She is the most loving, giving, talented person that I know. She has grown into the most amazing woman with a heart in tune with God. She's a daughter, sister, wife, mother, best friend, leader, but she is always be a gift from God and a little piece of me. My name is my namesake, Elizabeth, a precious gift that keeps on giving of herself and others. Love you, Mama. That's sweet.
Why not
I gotta
sweet?
spell Mama. M-A.
M-A-W.
Here, hand me half of those. I'll read them. We'll read them together.
I know. They're like, hold on.
I think we're getting near the end.
Everybody starts reading out loud. Feel like prayer at
For
church.
some of my favorite memories of Lea-Ann, I love when Madison. I don't know if I can read this one out loud.
Oh, no.
From Madison?
No.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, you can.
I love when Madison was born and we would go out for lunch and everyone always asked what her name was.
She's supposed to be here, by the way.
We would see who could come up with the ugliest name and we would say it without laughing. For example, Hortense.
Oh.
No, that's not what you called her. You called her.
We did call her Hortense one day and this lady said, "That's the prettiest name."
But what's
Is it
that?
a family name?
You called her Ursula so
We did
many
call her that one
times.
time too. When shopping for shoes, random people would want to be part of our conversation and they would start a conversation with, "Do you have any hand lotion we can borrow?" The time that you and Tim went to Helen with David and I, oh, I am not good. And your breast milk started causing pain. David kept asking, "What's the plink plink noise in the back seat?" How about the time time that I cut myself shaving in the basement when all the workers were here, and you worked with us, and you had to bandage me because I would faint at the sight of blood. Refer back to the time when a bird fell and busted its butt open. Most importantly, the fact that of our...
Look at her smiling now. You
Chunks, sweetie.
You got chunks?
Every crisis or life-changing event, you've always been there. To make me laugh, to make me cry, and mostly to make me laugh. You're like a sister to me, but better because with you, I can make fun of my own sister. I loved you to the moon and back, Leanne, always. Love, Tracy. That's sweet. I thought it said I love you.
Okay.
Come here.
Damn.
Daddy. Okay, that's the first one I got in the mail, and I said...
He mailed it?
He mailed it. Listen. I did. Listen.
I love it.
Lea-Ann, I got it in the mail. It's the first one that came. He was the first one to send it. And I open this up and I read this thing and I look at Mark and I said, what is it? What is this? Why did we get this? Mark had to remind me it's because I asked for it. Uh-oh.
So remember when I was little and I had a habit of biting people? One day after I had bitten someone, Leanne bit me on the arm really hard and said, it's not nice to bite people. Now I no longer bite people, usually. Love, Daniel, a.k.a. your favorite nephew. So,
Oh, yeah.
oh my gosh.
Can you read it?
Cheryl is too...
I didn't know you were blind. I didn't know you were already 40 and Way can't read that tiny.
I only have hers and Kathy's left.
Just read Cheryl.
Watch the drink.
Don't read Kathy's tonight.
It's real long.
It's actually not that bad.
She says, I asked others to write down their thoughts that you impacted. Read it out loud to me. Can you read it?
Tracy didn't show up either.
Who else did show up?
Tracy.
Is she the only other one that was invited?
Yeah.
Oh, that's...
We don't have to read it out loud. You done? Oh, you can read it later. Huh?
Tim can read it to me later.
You really can't read that?
I just struggle with the lighting. I really do.
All right.
Yay!
Do you want
Thank
to
y'all.
say anything?
Yes, I want to say thank you very much. And I was surprised.
Whatever.
I was surprised.
Bye.
Ask Tim, I've always come to Nia's party because I kept thinking you were kind of ridiculous to have Nia's party at Mama Maria's. And Lily's taking her chunky cheese here.
All right. Let's go have...
You do your present.
all of them,
Tonight,
Leanne?
open her present. She's been very patient. I told her when you were done with your letters.
Want me to go keep